Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we are at Disney California Adventure for Oogie Boogie Bash 2025. We're going to take you around, we're going to have some fun, show you some treat trails and more, so let's get going. Well, here we are, another Oogie Boogie Bash. I believe this is my fourth Oogie Boogie Bash 2025. How many times can I say Oogie Boogie Bash about Oogie Boogie Bash? Okay, that's enough. You can probably see, maybe you can see, I'm going to zoom in, see all of the crowds out there lining up. Regular guests can still come into the park over here off to the side right now. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon, and the mix-in begins at 3 p.m. And they are lining up, ready, waiting to get in here. And once they come through those gates, everybody out there lined up in front of these gates is waiting for Oogie Boogie Bash. They are going to come in here, and they're going to get a wristband. And there's going to be a cast member who gives them a wristband. After that, they're going to come get a treat bag. One free treat bag at each of these little tables. And there should be an event guide as well. An event guide that shows you the different treat locations, the different character meet and greets, and parade times and things like that. And so we will absolutely check out the event guide. If they hand one out, we'll find out in a little bit. But let's talk about this a little bit more here. And this is my outfit, by the way. I decided to come as a Padres fan. Yes, a very low effort. I could have come as SoCal Disney Dad. That's what my buddy David, who's here with me, always says. Why don't you just dress up as SoCal Disney Dad? I enjoy dressing up from time to time. I've come as Smee the last 2 times, but it just gets expensive to me to buy outfits for a single day. Some people love doing that. My buddy David's one of those that loves doing that. You should check out his outfit in a little bit. But essentially what we've got here is that Oogie Boogie Bash, the way that it works is you buy a separate ticketed event ticket. The ticket is required in order to be here at Oogie Boogie Bash. The event runs from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. And from 3 to 6 p.m., there is what we call the mix-in period, where guests who are here only on an Oogie Boogie Bash ticket can come into the park 3 hours before the event begins in order to experience the park. But the park doesn't close until 6 p.m. So during that 3-hour time period, guests who have just a single day ticket and are here for the day. They got in at 8 a.m. They're able to be here till 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. they have to leave the park because they don't have an Oogie Boogie Bash ticket. Those guests are still here, and the new Oogie Boogie Bash ticket people are also here. So from 3 to 6, it's the mix-in because they're both here. It gets very, very busy in the park during that time frame. Very, very busy. A lot of people, as you can see. A lot of people are here right at 3 o'clock. They're taking full advantage of their ticket to get in here as early as they possibly can. What I like to do as a Magic Key holder is I make a reservation for today. I come in the park, I'm here in the park already. I don't have to go through that massive long line out there. You could do the same just by buying a single day ticket if you'd like. I actually really like coming to Disney California Adventure on Oogie Boogie Bash days. The morning is empty. Really, really empty. Low crowds all around because anybody with a single day ticket doesn't want to get kicked out at 6 p.m. and if they don't have a park hopper, they can't go anywhere else. Sounds like, oh, they're opening the gates right now. I gotta get going. So it must not be 2:30. It must be a little later than 2:30, maybe 2:50, and they're just opening up a little bit early. But in any case, what was I saying? I was saying that, oh yeah, you could come in on a single day ticket and avoid having to wait in the really long line out there. There is a check-in place inside the park here. We're gonna go show you that right now. So if you come down here to the entrance of Avengers Campus and then you turn right, over here off to the left is this little nook. And this is the area where you can do event check-in if you already had a single day ticket entry or you're a Magic Key holder or whatever. Just somebody who's already been in the park here today, you can come over here and this is your area to do a check-in for Oogie Boogie Bash. And then after checking in, you're going to get a wristband. This wristband is necessary for Oogie Boogie Bash because at 6 o'clock they are going to close the pathways to anybody without a wristband. So they're going to ask you to show this wristband multiple times in the first hour as you walk around the park. Then I also got this treat bag. Now this is the free treat bag that they give you. I recommend bringing a larger bag. Now they just happen to be giving Magic Key holders this special tote bag out the last couple of days, and so I got this today. I had to sign up for a virtual queue. It ends tomorrow, that is Monday, August 18th, the day that this video is publishing. So if you're not already at the park and not already with a virtual queue, there's no opportunities to get these anymore. Again, this was just Magic Key holders, but see the bag size comparison? You're gonna need a much larger bag. Now when I came as Smee, I had a Pirate's Life for Me bag that was about this size that I brought, and that's because you'll fill up this bag relatively quickly. And to get your money's worth, you wanna go through those treat trails a couple of times. So get a bigger bag if you can, bring it, fill it chock full of candy. Do whatever you need to, but this is the bag that they give you, and inside of this bag is the event guide. Now here it is, Oogie Boogie Bash. Let's open it up. Now here's a look at the food. It's the same as last year. It's nothing special. It's got some loaded buffalo chicken fries, some Carolina loaded tenders, chili cheese fries, and ube hot chocolate with vanilla vodka. So you can see those items there in the pictures. They're really not anything super duper special. Chili cheese fries might be new. I know that these items up here were definitely there last year, and you know that I don't drink, so we won't be getting that item down there. And then once you open it up, you got a map of the entire DCA. It'll show you treat trail locations, photo opportunity locations, characters, and all sorts of things like that. Like I said, the Frightfully Fun Parade times are over here, 7:45 p.m. and 10 p.m. And the characters, we have Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Oogie Boogie, Hades, Judge Doom, Ernesto de la Cruz, Agatha, Harkness, Yokai, Syndrome, and Maleficent are all treat trail characters. So if you look up here, it does say the purple character opportunities icon is located around, and it's just at places like Buena Vista Street, and it doesn't say who is meeting in these locations. So there are other character meet and greets, but the map does not tell me who. These are the villain treat trail characters, and these are usually just take a picture as you walk through and get some candy. These purple icon character opportunities, those are the ones where you wait in the line and you get to stand next to the character, hug them, and take photos with them. And of course, over here outside of the Little Mermaid, we have the seasonal merchandise cart. So we got some Oogie Boogie Bash merchandise in here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Looks like some generic Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise, not Oogie Boogie specific. I've seen this for sale over at Disneyland in the Port Royale Curios store. So a couple of those items, but then right next to it, of course, we do have some Oogie Boogie Bash ears. This is going to be this year's set of ears. Do they have a date on it? They do. Oogie Boogie Bash 2025 there on the back of the ears. And then let's see down here, we've got this hat. These ears, by the way, ears are generally $34.99 unless otherwise noted, and I don't think there is a price tag on these guys. Yep, no, nothing specifically priced-wise for that. How about these hats? Oh, look, they've got little ears. Price is going to be $29.99 on the hat. Here we've got a little Sally sweatshirt, zip-up hoodie, child's zip-up hoodie. It's going to be $44.99 for that sweatshirt. We've got a Frog's Breath sipper here. Frog's Breath sipper is $34.99, and it looks like there's a button, so it lights up there. We've got another kid's shirt down here, $26.99 on that kid's shirt. And then, oh, look at this. We've got a little candy bag. They give you one for Oogie Boogie Bash, but if you want an Oogie Boogie candy pail, we've got a little candy pail here. And the price on that candy pail is going to be $19.99. Above that is a Trick or Treat 2025 t-shirt. So this is Oogie Boogie specific, of course, with the 2025 dating. $34.99 on that t-shirt. And then we have the Oogie Boogie Bash Spirit Jersey now. 2025. There's that logo. Let's flip it around. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Next up, we have the Oogie Boogie Bash Adult Hoodie, zip-up hoodie here. And you can see that logo on the front. We've got some stitches on the sleeves and Oogie Boogie there on the back. The price on this hoodie is going to be $69.99. And then we have a Roosevelt. Oh, look at that. A Roosevelt's official Disney and Roosevelt's collab here in the park. I don't think I've ever seen Roosevelt's being sold in the park here. Can't see the price on it, though. Don't know what the price is, but wow. Oogie Boogie Bash Roosevelt's shirt. And then lastly, I think we have a Magic Key long sleeve shirt here. Not a t-shirt, long sleeve shirt. Magic Key specific Oogie Boogie Bash shirt. and that is going to be $44.99. Let's flip it around, see what's on the other side. It says it glows in the dark, and it's got that logo right there. With all of the Halloween merchandise dropping around the resort, we are once again partnering with Whatnot to give away Disneyland accessories and apparel. This month we're going big. That is, we'll be giving away 4 high-value items. Since the 2 most popular prizes are Loungeflies and Spirit jerseys, we're giving away 2 of each from the new line of Halloween merchandise. That's 2 Loungeflies and 2 Spirit jerseys. Now, as of the time of this filming, I do have a poll up to see which Spirit jersey wins, so I don't know if Oogie Boogie Spirit jersey is actually going to be in the giveaway, but you will be seeing those giveaways items on your screen. So the ones pictured are the ones that we are giving away. More on how to enter in a moment. What is Whatnot? It's an online live stream auction platform where you watch shows from your favorite sellers while they show off Disney merchandise right there on camera. If you like the item, put in a bid and you just might win. If you've never signed up for Whatnot before, it's free. Just scan the QR code on your screen or click the link down in the description. New accounts that use my link receive $15 in credit to use anywhere on the app. It's not just Disney sellers that you'll find on the app. Whatnot is known for a wide variety of collectibles like trading cards, Funko Pops, comics, and more. To be entered to win the giveaway, comment your Whatnot username along with your favorite type of collectible that you love to buy for yourself. No purchase is necessary to be entered to win. The giveaway ends on Friday, August 29th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button because there'll be another chance to win coming in Friday's video, which will be the new Halloween merchandise. You can enter to win there as well. 5:40 and I got in line for Dr. Doofenshmirtz. There's already people here lined up, and I just decided to join a line 20 minutes before the event begins, and people will start lining up a couple of minutes beforehand. There's obviously a line over here for something. Maybe this is extension if the line gets too long, but there's nobody over in that portion right now. Just as I said that they actually just opened it up, so I'm going to be right about there. Again, they do let you line up early, and I would definitely recommend picking one to check. I mean, you don't have to. If you'd rather be riding rides until 6, go for it. But I'm here for the event, and so I decided to hop in line. The line started moving right at 6 o'clock, and we're slowly inching our way into the building for Dr. Doofenshmirtz. They do have the Dr. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated up here. My kids have been watching Phineas and Ferb non-stop for the last 3 months. So this is going to be quite interesting for me because last year, whenever I did Dr. Doofenshmirtz, I had no idea who he was. And so I'm excited to actually see him when I know his antics and his accent and all that, and see how the cast member does comparatively for that. Oh, I heard his laugh. I heard his laugh. I love it. I love it already. Look at this place. So this is in the theater where the Disney Junior Live on Stage takes place. And this is where Dr. Doofenshmirtz was last year. And he is back again. Love the bubbles that they have in here. Love the ambiance. Oh, look, we've even got, well, that's from the show, the previous show, the Mickey ears up there. We are approaching the Tri-State area. I love that. He's saying things. We're coming up here on the first treat trail. So all the treat trails look like this. You just hold your bag open as you go by, and they are going to dump candy in here. So it looks like they had M&Ms and Snickers in that one. So I always like to try to look at the brand of candy we get. Now we'll try to get a closer look, of course, as we get up to the different ones. They have different types of candy generally in each of the different buckets. And so what you're going to do, the whole Oogie Boogie is going to be like this. You slowly walk through, you get candy as you walk through, and then you get a couple of minutes, not minutes, a couple of seconds with Dr. Doofenshmirtz while you're walking by. We'll see if he says anything about my outfit, my Padres outfit. I don't think he's going to. They're going to stay pretty in character. But let's see what we got over here. It looks like craisins. Ooh, craisins. And so yeah, it's just a constantly moving line. There, as I said before, there is no stop and take a photo with the characters in the treat trails. Daddy, the platypus!
Oh, hi there. What is your name? What is it? Alice, that is an amazing name.
for the next candy, looks like we do have M&M, Skittles, Snickers, Twix again.
We got sour Skittles too.
Oh, sour Skittles, awesome, thank you.
Yes, you know, it can be kind of embarrassing, you know, but I'm coming up with something to fix that. Behold, everybody, my Stinkinator! Do you want to know what it does? I said, do you want to know what it does?
Yes!
Well, I'm going to make the entire tri-state area so stinky, so I'll never be the only one that stinks alone. My Stinkinator! I'm going to make it stinky!
He's spraying his Stinkinator.
Did I smell anything?
And over here in the fourth one, we've got some goldfish. Oh, goldfish graham crackers. Love it.
Norm! Norm! Hercules, you get the stinky power for the Stinkinator. Thank you, Norm. Oh, what are you? What is your name?
Whaleman.
Whaleman?
Whaleman.
Well, it's great to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you having fun?
Of course I am.
That's very good to hear. Are you collecting all the candy?
All of it.
Oh, he just, as I was walking out, he just turned on the Snowinator. And now they've got snow going on in here. And so when I come out of Dr. Doofenshmirtz here, they do have a cast member with a end of the line starts here sign. So that'll help you figure it out. There are lots and lots of people that join these lines. We are actually going to go find the Oogie Boogie line now, because that's going to be the next one that we want to hit up. And when I say we, I mean me and Quailman here.
Indeed. Whaleman, how are you, citizen?
What is your secret identity?
My secret identity, I'm mild-mannered vlogger, Big Red Journeys. But today I'm on duty protecting the citizens here during Oogie Boogie Bash.
This is my buddy David.
Hello
You're
there.
probably familiar with him from the previous Oogie Boogie Bash videos, but also we've linked up many times over the years.
Indeed, I know.
And it's just been a while. It has.
Yeah, normally we always have our summers of a couple videos, but we haven't done this year. But Oogie Boogie is still the tradition.
Yes, absolutely. Got to come here with my buddy David and Quailman. In case you did not know, Quailman. Oh, I gotta show the prime thing here. Quailman is from the 90s TV show Doug, cartoon sitcom.
And he is Disney. Technically, he started off as Nickelodeon, and then they sold him to Disney, so, ha.
He always does a fantastic job. I was admiring the belt. How did you do that, sir?
Easy enough. Magic.
Magic.
Tape. Magic tape. A little wire.
Little bar, little wire.
Little tape, and it worked out perfectly.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're going to go get in line for Oogie Boogie now, right, sir?
Yes. Oogie Boogie and Dr. Doofenshmirtz are indoors. It doesn't matter whether you go earlier or later in the day, you're going to get the same experience.
Yes.
The other ones matter when it gets darker, because then the lights and the fog effects make a big difference. But for these two, get them out of the way early, because it doesn't matter.
So Oogie Boogie is going to be located in the Animation Academy, as he always is, and this is the line for him. I do see a cast member up here with the end of the line here sign, and we are just going to hop in line here at the end. I have no idea how long it has been, but we have just entered the Oogie Boogie Academy here. It was not long. It was 5 minutes tops. So the lines are moving really good. I feel like I've waited longer in the past. I don't know, but this is moving along just well. Again, you can see the same setup in here as the other ones. They've got different candy spots along the way, and then of course Oogie Boogie up there on the stage. And we'll turn the camera back on as we get a little closer to Oogie Boogie himself. Or if we find a candy treat trail item that we have not yet seen.
Brilliant tricks!
In this one we just passed by, they have a regular goldfish, the cheddar goldfish.
But not near bugs.
Let's fix that, shall we?
Judging by the looks of this kid, I'd say there's trouble close at hand.
Why is it that you can never have Ewoks outside?
I have no idea.
Because they're indoor pets.
That's pretty good. I've never heard that one before. For my non-Star Wars fans, Endor is the name of the planet where those little cute Ewoks are from. So Endor, get it? Also, worth pointing out, they're doing a wristband check right here because if you do not have a wristband, if you are not an event ticket holder, the only way that you can go is towards the exit of the park. If you want to go anywhere else into the park, they're going to do wristband checks like this to make sure that you do have Oogie Boogie Bash tickets. And that's what you can expect to see cast members just asking you to show your wristband, at least for the first hour, maybe 2 hours of the event. After that, they'll assume that they've got all the other guests out of the park, and it'll be easier to roam around. So it looks like we have about 12 more minutes until the food that David has mobile ordered is available. And so we are going to do one more treat trail, Hades. Hades is much, much better in the dark, so we'll be doing this again for sure. Also, keep in mind that the characters sometimes rotate out. So there is a character there right now, but there's a possibility that by the time we make it up to that stage, it may be time for him to go on break and it'll just be empty. But you can still get all the candy, and then you'll have to come back through again for the possibility at the character. I wanted to show you some of the candies. You can pause, get a closer look there.
Okay. All right.
But he just did his fired up thing and I missed it, man. I completely missed it, trying to look at the candy. Well, we'll come back through. It's much more impressive later anyway, whenever it's darker, like I said. These are all the same. All of them are pretty much the same.
Oh, look at that. I'm moving around. Thanks. I'm more of a 10, but that's okay. What? 2 thumbs way up for me. That's what I like to see. Now don't tell me that's a heart too. Does everyone know what a heart looks like? I don't have one, but you know? No? Oh, a circle. All right, I get closer. A hole in your chest like what I have. Okay, good. Wow, sound effects included, everyone. Good work. That's what we like to see. Hey. Oh, something's going on up here, huh? First we like the flames, but it's okay. Ooh, maybe a case.
That worked out nicely.
But I heard no case, so watch yourself.
I will.
They're grabbers down here. They might get you, all right?
Okay.
Hey, we'll see you soon. Oh, I'm the sir.
Oh, he's pointing at that. I didn't even notice that. Oh, here we got something different. We got Rice Krispie treats. Lots of them. That one took just 9 minutes. Only 9 minutes to go through. It was pretty quick. So aside from the chicken tenders that they had last year, one of the other Oogie Boogie items is going to be here at Award Wieners, and I believe that is what we are getting. David will have to remind me of the name of that particular item as he is the one who placed the mobile order. So these are the chili cheese fries. Yeah, nothing super special, like no other name than that for an event. That's all it's called. And they are from Award Wieners, and this is one of just 4 items exclusive to this event. Truthfully, this baffles me every single year. We've been doing after-hours events for a while now, and again, as I mentioned earlier, I do these after-hours events mostly for you guys. I'm not like that super big into the characters. I love Dr. Doofenshmirtz, again, just because my kids have been watching Phineas and Ferb like crazy, but the rest of them, while I'm familiar with characters like Hades, of course, it's not like I've watched the movie Hercules in any sort of recency to really like jive with what he's saying and things. So the characters aren't like a super big draw to me or my family. It's another one of the reasons why my kids aren't here. It's just not super into it. But some of the other after-hours events I've been to, like, of course, Star Wars Night. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I do kind of enjoy that event just for it being Star Wars Night. But they have so many food offerings. 90s Night, Sweethearts Night, all of those after-hours events have special foods. Oogie Boogie Bash used to have more than this. It was just last year that they like downsized, and I am kind of disappointed in that, to be honest with you. If I have to share like one little speck on the night, I'll probably be pretty upbeat the rest of the time, but I am kind of frustrated over the lack of food.
And to kind of go along those lines, I think really what it is that there's a focus of now what I'm upset about is it falls even more than just the food. You talk about the merchandise. Merchandise used to be specific just to the event. You had to pay admission to come to the event to get the Oogie Boogie Spirit jerseys and backpacks and all that. Now, you can just come on any Tuesday during the afternoon, like today earlier, it was all available.
Yeah.
The food, except for these 4 exclusive items for Oogie Boogie, everything else is just Halloween. Not Oogie Boogie, but Halloween. So it just gives less of a value, in my opinion, on that ticket. When you're paying $139 was the cheap price to
Yes.
$160, I want exclusivity. I want something that I can only get when I come here.
And make it a draw to want to come too.
Because that's the reason. It's just like now at this point, there's nothing. I get to wear a costume, but technically I get to wear a costume if I wanted to anyway, as long as it's appropriate,
Yes, you
right?
could absolutely wear underwear on the outside if you
can,
wanted to.
as long as it's clean.
I do want to quickly add the caveat that if this is your first time coming to Oogie Boogie Bash, you are going to have an absolute blast, no matter what negatives I may share in the video if I share any others. It's just comments or thoughts that come from this being my 4th year of Oogie Boogie and seeing what they have changed or not changed for perhaps a better way to say it, simply because there's just not a whole lot different from year to year. If you've been to a previous Oogie Boogie, there's nothing super special about this one. They have one extra character, one new character. I wouldn't even call it extra because they replace characters to put him here. But one new character which will show you, all in all, if you've never been to Oogie Boogie Bash, I still think you're going to have an amazing time. It is a good vibe. Love getting some candy. Love checking out, Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Hades and characters like that. There is a new location for Judge Doom this year. He is over here where the Sanderson sisters were previously, and they have moved them to a different location, which has moved something else to a different location, which has replaced something else. And we'll point all that stuff out as we go along. But we are entering our next treat trail. Again, these are better in the dark. We've killed as much time as we could eating, and it's still not quite dark yet. You could use this time to ride rides. I probably would recommend using this time to ride rides. Check this out. This is new. It's pretty cool. I like this. And they've even got a cutout there. I like it.
If we want to take photos, we can go near those rows on the other side. We do need to keep this area clear.
I feel like dispensing some justice. What? I'm looking for a criminal. A rabbit. A two rabbit. About a beak. He wears beak, red, oval. You wouldn't happen to know where the rabbit might be, would you?
Unfortunately, no.
No? About as useful as a white crayon, aren't you? What? You seen Roger Rabbit anywhere?
That's a no.
So when we got done with Judge Doom, we come over here and you're going to see ropes and things. And again, that is for the first Frightfully Fun Parade. Now this is where it ends. It starts all the way down at the other end and comes this way, I do believe. So, or it's the other way around. I don't remember. Actually, we'll figure that out later. So we did just talk to a cast member as we are walking into the Ernesto de la Cruz area here, which is over by the Hyperion, where they used to you'd sit to wait before going into the Hyperion. The courtyard, Hyperion courtyard, that's the word for it. Anyway, the cast member said that the parade only moves one direction because the horse, the headless horseman, can only go one direction. So it always starts at Paradise Gardens Park and makes its way down here to Avengers Campus. That is the only way that it will go.
Trevor, look, Ernesto de la Cruz. He's performing live. Well, he's dead, but he's performing live.
He's performing dead?
Yeah, he's performing dead.
I was just passing through the candy trail. And I love it. I love it when cast members get it. She didn't say Happy Halloween or Trick or Treat. She said Happy Summerween. I love it. I love it. So a couple of these places like Ernesto and even Judge Doom have little areas where you can stop and you can film and you can record and you can take photos. Then they're out of the way of the flow. So if you wanted to just exit the line, you could just keep going down this pathway over here. And if you want to get a little closer and you want to stop, you can. They have like little sections for that. Of course, they don't want you to just hang out here forever, probably. They want you to move along, I would guess. But at least they allow you to, where you can stop like this.
And what else brings you here tonight, besides me, of course? Los atracciones, the rides here tonight, they're okay. Yes, but you know what's better, amiga? Yes, what a very great answer. Hola, amigo. Nice sombrero you have. Not as good as mine, but you'll get there. I know I'm the best, amiga. Q. What are you supposed to be, Senor Q?
Quail man.
A quail?
Quail man.
Do you have eggs?
Not on me.
I'm a little bit hungry right now. You know what does have huevos? My chilaquiles every morning that I eat before I serenade my little alebrijes. I serenade them like this. Are you all ready, familia?
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be.
That one was good. That one, I liked Ernesto. I especially liked that they have like a photo spot, because I know a big complaint about Oogie Boogie from people that I've heard having complaints is that they don't like the actual like walk and take a picture format, that you just have to keep moving. They like to be able to actually interact and take their time and talk to the characters, and that is a way that you can do that when they have those little separate sections like they did for Ernesto. Hades had a separate pathway, but they wouldn't let you stop. They had us keep moving. And like Judge Doom, they did have a section off to the side where you could stop and take photos and things. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's going to do it for our journey here at Oogie Boogie 2025. Hope you had a great time. We're going to leave here, even though it's only been about 2 hours into it. No, we're just going to do a longer job.
He jokes, of course. This is a good tip for you, something that you should take note of. Here at the front of the park, there are some lockers, and I highly recommend that you grab a locker, because your bag is going to start to get very heavy, especially if you take my advice and bring a larger bag instead of using the little small bag. So what we'll tend to do is come over here to these lockers, and we will just drop off some of the candy to lighten the load, and then we'll get it all at the end of the night, of course, before we head out.
And make sure you get the locker early on the event, because we got it when we first came to the park, which was around like 1 o'clock. And when Oogie Boogie started around 4 o'clock-ish, or even before, there was a line going out almost to where the trolley was for people just trying to buy a locker.
Oh, really? Wow.
So if you, on Oogie Boogie nights, people know this tip. Make sure you don't miss out and get yourself a locker early.
Absolutely, got to do that. As we are walking back towards the entrance to Villains Grove, you're just seeing how empty the park is outside of the parade route right now, where most people are, and the treat trails. In a previous video, in fact, the last after hours event that Disneyland has, Star Wars Night, I came to Star Wars Night and specifically did a video on, is it worth coming to these events specifically to ride rides? Soren over here, nobody in line, nobody. I mean, it says it's a 10-minute wait, but there is nobody in the exterior. It's probably just 10 minutes because that's just how long it takes to go through the cycles if you aren't on the very next ride vehicle. So definitely a strategy is to come to these after-hours events specifically to ride rides. In fact, I will link to my Star Wars video after this one if you want to go check that out and see just how good these after-hours events are for rides. If you want to consider, instead of buying a day ticket, you buy an after-hours ticket specifically just to ride rides. Now, last year when we got in line for this, I feel like we were all the way back here, and the back of the line looks like it is, you see that like red circle up there? They've got some lights on it, the back of the line. So we're getting a jump on last year already. I think it doesn't open till 8, or it might be after 8. I'm not even sure. That could be why. It's probably
10 minutes past 8.
10 minutes past 8, David says. So, yeah, it's already moving, hopefully. And so we should get in there. Yeah, we'll time it, actually. Time it. I'm also going to test low light mode on my camera. I've had it for a while. I just never used it. So I'm doing this to see the difference between the two. Ooh, we got some fog. And it's only been about 6 minutes, and we are practically to the entrance. So we hopped in line while the other parade was going on. Best thing to do if you want to go to the second parade is hop in line for Villains Grove during the other parade, because as soon as that parade gets out, there will be a flood of people that will come back here. If you watch the first parade, I would suggest that you position yourself near the Little Mermaid. That way, as soon as the parade is done, you can just dart right down here before the massive herd does and hop in line, because Villains Grove will get quite a long line later on. And here we go. 7 minutes, just 7 minutes for us to make it in here. And I am going to try to show a good chunk of the Grove. It's large, it's long. It'll take us a good amount of time to get through here, and I don't want to show every second of it just because that would take up a good portion of this video. But we will try to show you all the major attractions and all the cool things. What is Villains Grove? It's mostly just a walkthrough experience. You're going to see that for yourself, of course. There's no characters to meet in here, but the lights and the effects are really awesome. They're totally worth it. Look, we've got a fiery forest here. The nice thing about Villains Grove is you can take your own time. You can go at your own pace. You can stop, you can film, you can take photos. No one's rushing you forward, so do everything that you want. Absolutely. You want to stop? You want to look? Go ahead. We are approaching the Alice in Wonderland area. They're all themed towards different villains, of course. So this is going to be the Queen of Hearts and the Mad Hatter and all sorts of things. Next up, we'll be moving into the Lion King area, Scar. The parade definitely has to be let out by now. It is 8:30, and the back of the line is not much further back than it was earlier. It just, I don't know. I'm wondering if fewer people are coming to the event, or did they limit the ticket sales or something? It just seems surprising to me because not last year, but the year before. I remember this being like triple weaved and triple twisted, and then all the way back here, and like switchbacks all the way back here. It just, I don't know. Seems like it's not as popular this year, at least Villains Grove in particular, even after the parade.
Sir, would you like to meet Maleficent at the treat trail, sir?
Sure.
Well, go that way. We don't want to see that.
Treat trail entrance. So we are gonna go see Maleficent back here behind Grizzly River Run.
Maleficent.
Maleficent. Look at this on the ground. That's cool. Told you coming through these trails is better at night. Here's our first little candy bucket. I don't know what else you call it. That's what David just called it, so it's just kind of what was sticking in my mind. Candy cauldron, that's it, candy cauldron. And they have all the water going back here, but the ride to Grizzly River Run is not. Now when we went into Villains Grove, we saw it had a 5-minute wait. When we got out of Villains Grove, the wait was over. Like it was blacked out. There was no wait, the ride was closed. So I don't know if it's just not open during Oogie Boogie Bash, or if it was just temporarily closed, but there was nobody going to it anyway.
The cry of a child.
This looks pretty cool.
Music to my horns. And tell me at this glittering assemblage, is everyone having an unkind time?
Of course.
And much better now that you get to meet me, I'm sure. Truly a most gratifying day indeed. It's the shame the red road. Go. And do not fail me. A little wooden horse. More kindling, I suppose. Oh, lovely. You trapped the child in a cage. If only my goons had been so smart to do so with Princess Aurora. She might not have stayed away for so long. It isn't Princess Aurora's fault, however. After all, it was King Stefan that slighted me. Quite rude of him to invite the entire kingdom and leave me, the mistress of all evil.
I think this might be our first actual character spot that we've come across, where you can get in line, meet the characters, take photos. It's Pain and a Panic from Hercules. And this one is not on the event guide, as we mentioned earlier. The picture is there, the icon there's a meet and greet here, but they didn't tell you who it was going to be. And it's Pain and a Panic. At least right now it is anyway. I mean, it looks like it probably is, because that's a very Hercules setup. Some of the character meet and greets, like the one outside Carthay Circle, aren't specific characters, and they will rotate as the character might be out for a half an hour, and then that one will disappear, and a different one will take its place. And you won't ever really know what character specifically you're going to see. When we go through there at the end of the night, we might catch a few of the characters out. So this year, the Sanderson sisters are over here by the World of Color viewing area, and it looks like the line for them is literally going up onto the bridge for Pixar Pier, and this is it right here wrapped around. So it's quite a long line, and let's just walk over here and see what we can view from all the way back here. That is their display right down there. I'm going to try to get a little closer. I'm actually surprised at how close it seems I'm able to get without like cast members shooing people away from this area. Obviously you can't take photos with them from out here. You do have to be in the line to take photos, but just again surprised at how close I can get here to seeing them. We've got Clarabelle, Cal, of course, Minnie, and Daisy in their Sanderson sister outfits. And that is a new location for them this year. Kingdom Hearts was down here last year. David just asked a guest who was coming out of there how long they waited, and he said not bad, about 20 minutes. and we're thinking that maybe it might be a little closer to 30. Even so, I remember just 2 or 3 years ago, this was a 2-hour wait. 2 hours, and now it's 20 minutes. Does that mean that they've gotten more efficient, or does that mean that it's just less popular now? That's what I'm trying to figure out with this event. Because again, this is my 4th year coming, and things do feel differently the further we go and the more I keep coming. We're not doing it, but it's worth pointing out that just like pretty much every other parade, they do have dessert parties. And remember, we did the Better Together dessert party, and you can get a seat right here. You can get a seat while you're watching the Frightfully Fun Parade. Of course, you get the dessert as well. It's usually about $90 a person, right around $90 a person for that. So you do get your reserved seating, you get the best views, and you get to eat some food along with it. So you decide whether it's worth it to you or not. And we have another treat trail here down by the Golden Zephyr. Looks like end of the line starts here. So we're gonna go through this next treat trail. What treat trail is this? What treat trail is this?
Just a regular one.
Just a regular treat trail. No character, okay. Just walking through and getting candy. You just gotta take a moment to appreciate this view, right? I love DCA at night. I mean, I love Disneyland at night too. There's just something about being here at night. We've done what, about 6 treat trails now, would you say?
6 or 7, yeah, I think so. Yeah, somewhere around there. I don't know how to count that high.
I have not seen a bag of baby carrots or a bag of grapes at all this year.
No, apple slices were always my favorite to get, especially on a hot day. You eat them, you get some moisture. I loved it. And I mean, I'm diabetic, so I'd rather have the healthier options too. But yeah, everything's been so far gummies, M&Ms, the Snickers, the fun size things. The gluten-free items are all like healthier versions of gummies and lollipops, but still none of the snacks, none of the grapes or raisins or anything of that.
I miss the grapes. They were my favorite. I'm so sad they're gone.
Yeah.
Now, just about every single Disneyland After Hours event is going to have a special Magic Key giveaway. And so we've entered the line for that. That's going to be located under Silly Symphony Swings over there. And we're slowly working our way over there to get our Magic Key giveaway item. And here it is, the buttons. They've been doing this for all the After Hours events, but this is probably the coolest button that I have seen for After Hours events. I just love that. None of the other ones have had unique art like that, so I think that's great. And then also, look at this. There's a special Magic Key candy trail. There was another candy trail area that I did not point out, but this line over here is for a photo op. We're not going to wait in the line for the photo op, but I am going to show it to you as we walk by, so you can decide if you happen to be a Magic Key holder if you want to do this. So it's Nightmare Before Christmas themed, it looks like. And the new character this year that's never before been here, Maleficent is a returning character, even though they were marked as new like through announcements. But we have Syndrome. So Incredibles, Syndrome, and he's located over here at the Pixar Promenade. So we're gonna find the back of the line. It's going all the way down here. The good news with these lines is even if they look long, they move quickly. So I appreciate that we're almost always moving, and they don't take very long to get through. Oh no! So remember what we talked about earlier? Characters have to take breaks occasionally? Well, Syndrome just went on break. And there's a good possibility that a replacement will not be out by the time we go through. Never mind, he just came back out. Good, woohoo! I'm so glad. At this point, we're not really highlighting the candy very much, or I'm gonna stop highlighting the candy going forward, but they are in every single treat trail, every character trail. There's candy all over the place. You'll get lots of candy here. It's time for Syndrome!
I am the greatest super that the world's ever seen. You know, so much better than Mystery Brain.
How's it going, buddy?
The name is not Buddy, and it's not Incredible either. That ship has sailed.
Oh, okay.
And so should you. Keep it moving. Look at all my adoring fans. I can tell you, guarantee you this.
Look.
And over here outside of Toy Story Midway Mania, is Sheriff Woody. This is going to be a character meeting spot. Last year I remember seeing Lotso Hug and Bear here. And then over under this little pavilion outside of Incredicoaster, we have Ian from Onward. I liked that movie. Not a lot of people do. I actually enjoyed that one. And then in the Incredibles courtyard is another normal, pretty standard character meet and greet spot. And we have Edna Mode. Edna would not agree with Quail Man. Where'd he go? Oh, he went over there. All right, it is Quail Man's time to shine and show off Edna, his amazing costume skills.
I love it. I know she is. I love it. I figured no better than to show off my wonderful new superhero outfit to the one and only Miss Edna Mode, darling. How are you, mate? Don't you love it? What don't you love? It goes well. The red, it matches very well. No what? No cakes? He's got a cake. What did I do wrong? We don't tolerate cakes here. Fine, I'll take away the cake. But what about everything else? Is everything else okay? Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'll remove the cape a little bit later. Okay, darling, just for you. Thank you.
Next up, we are doing Yokai. And I did not turn the camera on when we hopped in line, but it was all the way back through under the arch, heading into Cars Land from San Francisco Square. So it's moving pretty quickly, though. As you can see, these lines, they move. They're always moving. And again, that's just another reason why some people don't like it, just because you don't get as much time with the characters as a result.
Yokai, we are with you, Yokai.
Very well. Finally, some intelligent individuals that have come through.
Down with Craig.
Absolutely. Craytech Industries is but a monolith to Aleister Cray's egotism, and a tool which he uses to keep you all down and in danger. I am here to protect you, to save you from his wrongdoings. You see, I wasn't able to save my daughter.
And here is Cars Land. Since we were talking about it, we're walking through it now. That's next on our treat trail walkthroughs. There should be a treat trail over here in the Cars Land area. Afterwards, I feel like we're gonna go try to find a spot to camp for the parade. It is about 9:40. You might be able to hear Disneyland fireworks going off in the background. And the parade is at 10 o'clock. And I believe this is the treat trail. It is. It's not the line for Radiator Springs Racers. This is the treat trail, and you enter it right here. As we continue pointing out characters, it's good to mention that they have the Vampire Mater, Dracula Mater, whatever his actual name is over here. And this is a popular spot. It may not be always that character, but other Cars Land characters in their Halloween outfits will be meeting outside the Cozy Cone Motel. So we found our spot to camp. We tend to camp right about here every single year. The parade starts in maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, and we just find a trash can. There's like nobody ever stands behind the trash can, so you know we don't mind standing. We don't care. We just stand right here, and then we've got good views right down this pathway here. One of the things that we always think about is we don't want to sit and camp out for like. I saw somebody camping out an hour and a half before even the second parade. It does happen, and I just figured that's a lot of time you could be doing other things. You could be going in and doing treat trails and doing character interactions, and so that's just not us. We'd rather slip in somewhere at the last possible second. But take a look at this. I did just show it, but I'm going to show it again. It's pretty crowded for the second parade showing. I remember a couple of years ago you could show up at the second parade showing and there was like nobody here. But now it really is pretty full. And here the precursor is coming, not the actual start of the parade, but the pre-parade, if you will, the pre-show for the parade.
Scurry faster, schoolmaster. Tonight you're not alone. The horseman's riding after you. It's time that you head home. Travel quickly, cross the bridge. Don't look back.
after the parade. We are following it kind of basically up the main drag here because we still have some more treat trails to do. And so we're just at the back end of the crowd that's following the parade. Always a good parade, always a fun parade. Definitely worth seeing, definitely a must do if you are coming to Oogie Boogie Bash. And so plan to see one of the 2 showings of the Frightfully Fun Parade. So as we approach the area by Carthay Circle here, we are going to take a quick detour, not really a detour, but just I want to show you where Kingdom Hearts got relocated to. So this nook that has the Food and Wine Festival booths back here, the Kingdom Hearts photo op got moved back here. Now last year Mad Madam Mim was here, and they have gotten completely rid of Mad Madam Mim, but I did want to point out that this is the Kingdom Hearts, a character photo op right here, back in the nook before Avengers Campus. We are working our way towards the Agatha character treat trail, and of course Spider-Man is over here in his usual spot. So here's a photo op for the Red Guardian, the Red Guardian here, who is from Thunderbolts, and David also told me it's the Captain America from the USSR,
yeah,
correct?
So there was Russians, the USSR had to have their version of Captain America for propaganda purposes, hence the Red Guardian.
Okay.
And he's the father of Natasha, the Black Widow.
What is your name?
It is Quailman.
Quailman!
Quailman, yes!
I am Red Guardian! Are we recording?
We are, yes sir, yes sir.
Hello! It is I, Red Guardian, here with Man of Quails.
Man of Quails. It's such an honor. Such an honor. Wonderful superhero. Everyone wants that captain do, whatever his name is.
You mean third grade to super soldier?
Yeah. No. It's pretty much, I consider it's Red Guardian, Iron Man, and somewhere down below here.
Okay, we talk about heroes in general.
Heroes in general, yeah.
Okay, super soldier is because Iron Man not super soldier.
That's true.
Number 2, Bucky.
Bucky, yes, true.
But if we talk heroes in general, yes. Red Guardian, Iron Man.
And then Red Guardian one more time, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Especially when I have my limo service.
That's true.
And then Captain America way down. So far down you can't see on camera.
Exactly. Wonderful. Well, it was such an honor to meet you.
Thank you, nice to see you. So you control quails?
I can speak to them.
Oh, can I get like a It's very good, you know.
You gotta be careful. In about an hour, they're gonna be coming down here in a second. So.
All right, I make sure they not stain my outfit.
Good, please. Yeah.
Well, just tell them in your language not to go to me. Go for the witch in here. She has not taught me magic yet, so
not at all.
Until then, oh no!
That's Vidania.
All right, that's Vidania, my friend.
That might have been the greatest character interaction. Oh, I love that. Okay, I am now a Red Guardian fan. Next up, we're gonna come through the Agatha treat trail. At this time of the night being like 10:45, we've got about 15 minutes left of the event, and as you can tell, there's really not anybody here. We are going to attempt to get through as many treat trails as we can before 11, more candy, and we still want to see some of the experiences like Hades at night if we can.
You know, I have been working on a Halloween costume.
Okay.
I'll let you be my test audience.
Oh!
It's a sigil, like Billingham. It's a good one.
Number 7. Yeah, it works.
Now, how's the candy coming along?
Quite well.
I think I've seen it from here. Quite impressive.
Very much so.
Do you have any power as well in magic?
Ooh,
I know it can get heavy.
it can, yeah.
One that's sort of crumbled under the weight of nerds.
Let's see here. I can talk to quails.
That's a skill. If I run into any quails, have any problems, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
I know it's getting late, but we're going to keep doing it anyway as we discover more characters. Wanda is doing a meet and greet in front of the Avengers logo here across from PM Test Kitchen. And now we are back in Hollywoodland for Hades at night, and we're gonna see if we can, get up there whenever he does his "I'm getting all fired up."
Hold that man. Oh! You want to talk about Hercules? Alright. Ooh, that little sunspot has made my life real difficult lately.
You know, my scheme I've been putting together for about 18 years. Oh, and you know, all of a sudden he decides to come back into the limelight and take over. You know, it just really gets me so fired up because he just ruined everything. He's a little hurt. So if you see him, I need you to tell him that I'm Hades and what? In charge, right? You agree? That's what I like to say. Get fired up. All right. I gotta cool off. All right. Ooh. Thank you. I'm cool and collected. You can tell you're hurt. Good. All right. Good. I got a cross. Look at that.
You're the best.
The best of what? Oh, all of it. Yeah, you're right.
Of all of it. Better than Hercules.
Oh, that's better than Hercules.
That's it.
That is music to my ear. All right.
Oh, that was perfect. That was amazing. I was right there, front and center when he did that. Oh, I love that. That was great. Best moment of the night right there to me. Now, I believe we are on our way out at this point. Got to stop back by the locker, get the candy that we offloaded earlier. Once I got the bag completely filled with all the candy from the day, I will show you everything, how deep the bag is of candy and all that sort of thing. But this is pretty cool lighting here on Sunset Boulevard. So here in DCA's hub outside of Carthay Circle, there are some various character meet and greets. It's after 11 now, so they're not going to let any new people join the line, of course, but we do have a Hans here, Hans of the Southern Isles. And so they do have characters like this. It looks like the Queen of Hearts over on the other way. Around this whole area, they'll tend to have different characters, so come here and check these out, specifically if you're interested in more character meet and greets where you get to talk to the character and get your photos with them. Don't forget they have projections on Carthay Circle too that are pretty interesting, worth checking out. Now on your way out, they usually do have treat trails here in the center, and they usually have better candy, so make sure you don't miss this. Okay, so here's all the candy that I got from combining the stuff that we had in the locker too. My hand goes all the way down to my wrist as far as like depth goes, so there's a lot in there. It's probably up to the bottom of key here, completely full. So that's a fair amount of candy for sure. Probably could have gotten more if we spent more time just going through candy trails. You can go through candy trails multiple times, but did get a lot of stuff in here. I do have a quick correction to what I said at the end. The center trails, I said you would get better candy there. That was the case in times past. They would always have full-size M&M packets there, like 5 different stations all having full-size M&Ms. I think last year or the year before they were purple ones. This year they completely got rid of full-size M&Ms. Now that's not on Disney, that's probably on the sponsor Mars Wrigley, but just a slow and steady degradation of what is offered here as far as candy, because again, I miss the grapes, I miss the carrots, I miss now full-size M&Ms. Things are just slowly sliding downhill. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know any different. And you can still come if it's your first time and still have a good time and still get lots of candy, but it's just some things that, of course, we're noticing as we are coming year over year over year, about how few things are changing, or if they add a new character in, it's just one, and it's not even really all that great per se. I think Sid was better than Syndrome. I miss Cruella. I miss Mad Madam Mim. There are some other characters that I miss over some that are in there. A good chunk of them are still pretty decent, though. I did like Hades, having Hades there instead of Cruella. I get it, but in any case, just sharing some of my thoughts here as I wind down with Oogie Boogie Bash. And I just want to give you one more reminder that this is my buddy David from Big Red Journeys. Make sure you go check out his channel. He covers a lot more of the San Diego stuff. Remember how I used to do SeaWorld and San Diego Zoo? And some of you have been asking me, hey, can you still cover that content? We've mostly moved up here to Disneyland only or Universal, but David still covers all of those places.
I got you covered.
So go check out his channel, Big Red Journeys. Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's always a pleasure. Now I'm going to Mike Wazowski you and put a thing that you can click right here from Star Wars Night. My Star Wars Night video if you want to check out all the rides that you can do during an after hours event. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.